mother's name,
Ah.
what is your father's name, where were they born, their birth year, and if you could tell their share their stories with us.
Fine. My mother, father, they were both born.
Yes.
My name is Rajender Samlok, Miss Rajender Samlok. And my mother's name was Bhagat Kaur, Sardarni Bhagat Kaur. And my father was Sardar Mohan Singh Samlok. And they both were born in Pakistan. My mother was from Sukho, a place in Pakistan, and my daddy was from Basali. And they came down here in 1927. They just wanted to explore, they wanted to see if they could get some job here. They were very young. Then they came here, they started, he was first working in one shop here, my father. And there she said that my mother used to say that he used to get 5 rupees per month. But that was too much, but that was enough for them in 27. Then slowly he bought a vehicle. One of his friends, he became friendly with people here out here. So Mr. Singh was there. That in contractors area, that Singh was there. Huh? No, that Singh Bihari person. That Bihari person was his name, Mr. Singh. He was. So he told my father, "No, you stay back." He said, "No, I'll go back to Pakistan. My people are all out there. So what will I do?" So he said, "No, you buy a vehicle, truck." So he bought for him. Ram Janam Singh. He was in contractors area. So he encouraged my father, "No, you stay back. Don't go to Pakistan back." So he stayed back. Then he bought one vehicle and he started doing. Then he repaid them the money back, and then accordingly he made maybe 60 to 70 vehicles when he was there. He was a He was the first transporter of Jamshedpur. He had his friends Mangal Singh, Mangal Singh Rekhi, and another one was Kirtan Singh. And Kirtan Singh came later on. Kirtan Singh, my daddy called him to come, and my mother used to say he's like a brother to me. My own mamas, also my daddy got them from there. One of my mama, they came to Punjab for settle, then they came here, and they were putting up in Kadma. They had a house, then later on they sold that house and they went back to Chandigarh. Then towards the end of his, maybe towards the later half of his life, maybe when he was about 85 years old, my younger brother, he went and called, because they didn't have children. My mommy expired, so what will mama do there in Chandigarh? So he brought him here to our place, and he was with us. And at the age of 100, he expired. So he also used to tell me many things when he was there, And one of my daddy, I told you, when he was Mohan Singh Samlok, he had an elder brother. So he was just staying just behind our house. Now what happened during 1947 war, those people from Pakistan, they cut his body into 2 pieces and they sent him to Jamshedpur. My father got the information that his nephew has been killed, and here they have sent it. The other children were here only, his daughters, 5 daughters, and the younger son was here. But he was there working. So they cut him into pieces, and then my daddy went and brought his body, and then he cremated here. So it was too much shocking for my father and my mother to see grown-up child being killed like that and sent. They said, the trains were being sent from here, all full of Muslims being cut into pieces and sent there to Pakistan. And from Pakistan, the trains were being sent, all Sikh people and whatever Hindus and all, they were being cut from there and they were sent. They were killed and they were sent. So after that, my father went and brought his own other people, my mamas, I told you, he went and brought my mamas also from Pakistan. Then Kirtan Singh Rekhi, he brought him also. And my mother used to say, in 2 days I used to cook 1 man atta. I used to cook for everybody. And she knew how to make the tandoor and put there. So she used to make that and she used to feed everybody. My father was a very, very good person a very simple man. He wanted to help everybody. So he brought so many people from Pakistan and he made them settle. After the partition, he was here. They had a program of going to Pakistan, but they did not go. I don't know, they could not go or something. And in wherever they stayed in Pakistan, they had lots of things made in the house. So my mother said, "We are having so many things in the house and all. We'll go and see at least our things are intact and all." So afterwards, my mother used to say the gold that she had, she kept it inside the wall. That in those days they used to do. and she used to cover it with that brick and all, so that nobody knew. But she's saying later on, after we went, nothing we got from the house. Everything was taken away by the people there who were there. So they took away. So immediately after partition, they did not go. After a few years, they went. They wanted to see everybody there, and whomever they could bring, they brought them along with them.
Ma'am, you said your parents migrated to Jamshedpur in 1927.
27.
What was the reason for that?
They just came, to exploring. Let's go there and see. They just came over like that. Just migration from there. Let us go and see how the place is. I think so. His elder brother was there. My father's elder brother was there. So he said, let us go and meet them and all. They came, and then he also started looking out for a job. Let me get a job and I'll work here and I will stay here. Then he worked, I told you, in one shop he was working for 5 rupees per month. Then he bought his own vehicles and he made it a very good job. Yeah, my elder brothers and all, they were all A-class contractors and transporters in Tata Steel that time.
So your father's elder brother was in Jamshedpur.
Was in Jamshedpur.
What was he doing in Jamshedpur? Was he doing some business?
I don't know much about him. I don't know much. I know about my father. Like I was small now, so I used to hear sometimes stories from my mother that she used to tell. She said our people were very badly hurt there in Pakistan. We cannot forget those memories. We cannot forget how they have done to us. There was no reason to kill people and send, no? But they did that. And our people from here were also sending Muslims. They were cutting the Muslims and sending them. It was not only one side, both sided it was. Mommy said, na, इधर से भी Muslims को काट के ट्रेन भर के भेज रहे थे. It was not one-sided affair, both the sides. They said they wanted them to leave that place and come. You go away wherever you want, but we will not let you stay in Pakistan because you are Sikh. We were Sikhs, No, that's why they didn't wanted us to stay there. My mamas and all, or my other cousins and all, many of them he went and brought them, my father. And they all are living very happily now. My daddy's elder brother, he has expired. Even my father, I lost him in 1970. He was just 56 years old, my father. He had diabetic problem and he had kidney problem, he expired. And my mother, she expired at the age of 90. That is in 2006, she expired. She had a heart collapse, cardiac arrest she had.
So, did your parents ever tell you that how was life in Pakistan? How was their home? What they used to do there? How was the mohalla where
They used to stay in the mohalla.
Can you share that story?
She used to say that my father was very friendly with the Muslims. He used to write letters from here in that postcard. I used to see him at times. He used to write letters in Pakistan to his friend. And even he used to get letters from there. And that was in Urdu. My daddy knew Urdu. So he was very happy when he would get his letters from his friend. He thought, I could never imagine that such a thing will take place. वैसा division हो जाएगा, India and Pakistan, they could not even ever dreamt of it. He told me, my mother also said, no, kabhi socha nahi. We thought we have come for some time, we'll stay and we'll go back. But later on, we had to stay here only. After maybe 27, 37, 47, 20 years के बाद में हुआ ना partition. तो बोले हम लोग कभी सोचे ही नहीं थे कि ऐसा होगा. कभी ऐसा कुछ thought भी नहीं आया था हम लोग को. At times she used to tell me. But जब हुआ, then we hesitated to go back. We stayed here only. She said मोहल्ला में भी बहुत ज़्यादा मैंने ऐसा उनका ना ऐसा जो चूल्हा रहता ना ऐसा एक दूसरे का साथ घर connected होता. So from that square thing, that hollow thing, they used to speak, pass on things. You have cooked this, you take this. So very friendly, very friendly. Even with the Muslims, they were very friendly. We didn't know that they are Muslims. We felt that they are our friends. My mother was very friendly to all of them. But later on, discrimination was there, na? That hatred feeling came out because of that killing. But still, my father continued even after partition. He used to write letters. I remember when I was in school, he used to write letters and all to his friends. He used to get, I said, Daddy, your letter. Yes, give me. I said, it is in Urdu. It must be my friends. मैंने कभी नहीं बोले कि वो लोग हम लोग के दुश्मन थे. नेवर. ऐसे तरह का फीलिंग था उनका. बहुत प्यार था उनका. कितने सालों तक लिखते थे उनको चिट्ठी. ये तो circumstances ऐसा बने, politics that created, they were never against them. Neither my father was against, neither they were against. They used to write to him, you come back. We cannot stay without you. We are so good friends.
So, did your father ever tell you who were his friends?
मुझ नाम नाम तो नहीं
Or
याद.
their religious affiliation, the friends' religious affiliation. Do you have any idea who were their friends in Pakistan?
No, that I don't know. I was small, na. I was small, na. I lost my father when I was 16 years old. तो whatever छोटा मैं पूछती थी डैडी को कि आप लोग कैसे. I used to ask my mother also. So that curiosity was there, that how they left from there and why you left Pakistan and came. She said, we just came. We never knew we'll settle down here. But they settled.
Ma'am, did your mother ever share with you what festivals she used to celebrate when she was in Pakistan?
No, whatever festival they had, or there was or we had, whatever our festival, they used to share sweets and all with it. No discrimination was there, बोलते ज़्यादा हम लोग को बहुत प्यार था उनके साथ में, because we are staying with them, ना. How can you have a hatred feeling with your neighbors or with your friends that you had? You cannot have hatred for them, na. And they also loved my mother, loved all my family people. My Nana ji and my Nani ji, my grandparents, they were brought by my father after Pakistan, after partition. And they brought and gave them a house here. And then later on, they returned that house to my mother and that, what is that area where Veerji used to stay, na? New Rani Kudar. So she came, and my Nana Nani, I remember. I was small, I used to go there, play and all. So they were there. But later on, they got sick, and my grandfather, he expired. Then my uncle was there. That is, he was a DSP in Pathankot. So he came and took mother and my Masi. She said, no, she will stay with me. My mother, I'll take there. My mother didn't want her to go.
Ma'am, did your Nana Nani share any stories?
नहीं, नाना नानी के साथ में नहीं, वो तो छोटी थी ना मैं, तो उतना आइडिया नहीं था. They used to say always, my mother, my Nani used to say that you make them wear clothes of pure cotton. उस समय बहुत सस्ता रहता था. But you give them very good education and give them very good food to eat. Your children should have good food. That is what my Nani used to tell my mother. You don't go for all the dressing up and luxuries. So my father was also strict. He never used to let us wear like shirts till here. My sisters and all, always this much sleeves. And white salwar. He says no, simple salwar, white and white chunni. And they studied in college also, my sisters. They always went in white salwar and white chunni and a printed shirt. He didn't like, that dressing, and never bindi, so we could never think of it, of ever wearing bindi. Because I think in Pakistan also, they were not wearing bindi. My mother never wore a bindi, never. And she used to wear saris. And she used to wear dresses also. But she had a few saris also, which I wore later on. I said, no, you give it to me, I wear it. Very good silk. And my mother's clothes, when she was here, they used to be made there in Pakistan, and it used to come. The tailors from there used to stitch and they used to send for her. इतना था, मम्मी को इतने सुंदर सुंदर सब पाकिस्तान से आते थे. मैंने ऐसा कुछ, मैंने बहुत प्यार था उन लोगों में. ये पार्टीशन ही ख़त्म कर दिया सब कुछ. हाँ.
Why bindi was not?
I do not know bindi. I think so. Muslims don't put bindi, na.
Okay, yeah.
So that way they also were there. We will not put. My daddy says, no, don't put bindi. That now we put, but that time, they had that culture. They were staying with the Muslim families and all, na. So they never used to wear. So they used to wear salwar kameez. Even my mother used to wear. Here she came and bought 2-3 saris. Because here culture was different, so she wore, and that is why I could get. Otherwise, there they never wore sari or something. Always in a salwar kameez.
Any other memory that your mother must have shared with you, how culturally she found Jamshedpur different from Pakistan? Any other thing that she observed that you remember?
She said it was quite difficult for me in the initial stage to stay here, because she had a different environment there. But she had to leave that. But I used to tell your father, we'll go back, we'll go back. He used to say, no, we'll go back. Now let me see, I've got a job. So I told you, he bought a vehicle and all. So it started earning well. So they said, no, come on, I'll buy more. Then my brother was, in 1933, my elder brother was born. So she looked after him. He grew up. Then when he grew up, he started taking job from daddy. No, I will take care. How much will you work? So he started taking care of the family. He was a contractor. All my 5 brothers I had, they were all A-class contractors in Tata Steel and BOC. My mother, my sisters, my eldest sister was this one's when they are my daughter-in-law. They are my daughter-in-law. She's also daughter, and this is my nephew. So.
Any particular food or delicacy your mother used to talk about that you used to miss, or some famous dish that
they used to make that jola something that they used to make very well. She says there in Pakistan.
From what?
That this thing na jole.
Jole. What is it?
That is a sevai type. And whenever they had their festival, they used to send home. And they used to enjoy. Very nicely they used to cook. All मेवा and all they used to say, they used to put and make. बहुत अच्छा बना. ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं खाते थे उनके घरों से. They used to, even whatever my mother sent, they used to. She was small at that time. She was, I think so, when she came here, she was hardly 16 or 17 years old. But 12 years, at the age of 12, she got married. But they brought her, बोलते ना उस समय गौना होता था जो तुरंत नहीं भेजते थे. So when she was 16, then she came with my father here. She was very young when she came, she said. Earlier they bought a house on rent they used to stay. Maybe, I do not know. I told you 5 rupees they used to earn my daddy. I said, how could you manage it? Or 5 rupees was enough for us.
So when were you born?
I was born in, actually, see, according to my school, I do not know who went and got me admitted in school. I think it may be my daddy's elder brother. May correct well, in school I am registered as 1952.
So how was Jamshedpur in 1952?
I was born.
I'm sorry, not in 1960s and 70s. How was the city?
A lot of difference now, what it was then and what it is now. A lot of changes have come up now. It was very simple and old houses and all. They had those khapra ka ghar and all, and then they broke that and they made it simple, not what we see today. Simple houses, but people were very simple that time, very mixing up, very friendly. Even the neighbors that we had, they were very good. They were Telugu, the neighbors that we had. बहुत तेलुगु थे, but बहुत अच्छे लोग थे. My mother, they stayed with us for nearing 60 years. Their son was working in Tata Steel. They also had 4 sons. So we all, and we used to feel, that they are our family members. So we used to go into their house and whatever they cooked, we used to eat, some rice and whatever, this thing, curd and that khatta pani and all this to make sambar and all. So my daddy told my mummy one day, I'll write from your eldest son till the youngest daughter. They all are going and eating and coming back. What will their children eat? You pick up all this rice and go and give to them and come. Whatever is cooked in the house. We never thought that they were our neighbors. I'm both friendly. Because my father was very good. He was very friendly type. He always liked to help everybody. My father was very good. हाँ हम लोग को हाँ she used to give special dishes. She used to make that we have that halwa in the Gurdwara they give na, that she used to make on Sundays and all. She used to pray. They were very religious, very religious. My mother, she went to the Gurdwara here in Bistupur, and 35 years she read our books. That is there. It is known as Sakhiyan, and she explained to the people what it says about our gurus and all. She used to go at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock. For 35 years she used to go to the Gurdwara. I used to finish the household work. She used to go at 2, come back at 5. She told me that I used to go. Then in the evening she used to take us and sit. And then she used to read that, and she used to make us understand, that what the books they say about it. What stories about our gurus and all. So she used to tell. And we all brothers and sisters used to sit and listen to her. I remember once when my father had expired, one person from this thing had come from the police station. He was looking out for a house, and that was a person who used to, he was an astrologer and he was staying about 5 or 6 uh, um, houses ahead. So he by mistake came to our house, and that time we didn't have a grill. So he came and then he said कि हमको दरवाज़ा खोलिए. My brothers were sleeping on the front and my sisters we were around. So my mother said नहीं हम नहीं खोलेंगे. तो क्यों? हम बोले कि नहीं क्यों आपके पास में क्या मेरा वारंट है? Show me the warrant that you have, that you're asking me to open it. And she didn't open. He went away. The next morning he came and told my brothers that your mother was very firm and a very stern lady. She did not open. She said, मेरे बच्चे सोए, how can I disturb my children? And how dare you ask me to open the door? He had to go to that astrologer. By mistake हम लोग के घर सर माफ़ी मांगा फिर आके कि आपके मदर को तंग किया. My mother was very, she said my मेरे जो है brother-in-law, he is a DSP, okay? And I have come from that family. So you can't just, यदि कोई जाते जाते बोलेगा कि ये हमारा घर है तो उसका हो जाएगा. ऐसा मत बोलिए कि आप आएगा बोलेगा दरवाजा खोलो हम खोलेगा. So she made us like her. She made us also that strong like her. She used to say never be scared of anybody. Never be scared. If you are correct, सही सच्चा आदमी है तो नहीं डरना किसी से. Wrong things, she said never do wrong. My father also said don't do, you keep on, if anybody says one thing you just keep quiet, don't reply back. Learn to respect, huh? हाँ, she used to make, लस्सी and all, that मट्ठा बनाते थे. इतना बड़ा हम लोग को ये था, this thing इसमें ऐसे ऐसे करके खींचते ना. I don't know from where, here only she bought, and she used to make lassi, and we had 2 buffaloes and 1 cow in the house. So my dad used to distribute all. Said keep whatever you want for the children at home and give to the people, poor people. So पूरा लाइन का आदमी लोग सब आते थे कि नहीं उनके घर में लस्सी मिलेगा. बहुत दानी टाइप के थे डैडी मेरे. The other day I met my friend, so she was telling me, something about my father. It came up. She said, your father was known as Sadhu. I said, what? What Sadhu? No, he was very good. He was like a saint. बहुत अच्छे थे. तुमको नहीं मालूम. And उसका next day she expired. One day before she came to me, and she was telling me, हमको डॉक्टर के पास ले चलो. I said, come on, I'll take you. Her father also came from Pakistan. So she said, my father is to say, my mother is to say that Rani's father is a saint. Sadhu hai, sadhu. I never knew my father was known as sadhu. Because of his deeds, whatever he did, his baatchit sa, helping hand. He used to help everybody.
So ma'am, many people migrated from Pakistan to
हाँ.
Jamshedpur.
हाँ.
Why did you ever ask your parents why Jamshedpur and why so many people chose this city to come to?
He came just for a holiday. But later on, I told you, one of his friends, Rajender Singh, he told him that I'm going back home. I'm going back to Pakistan. He said, नहीं तुम क्या करेगा पाकिस्तान? यहाँ तो इतना काम है. तुम ट्रक लो ना एक ट्रक का उसके बाद में तुम देखो. Then he said, then he started earning from there. So he said, where we don't have that very good job, so let us stay here and we'll earn for some time and then we'll go back. And that way then my brothers and all were born, sisters were born. So we settled down here only. Then he made a house for my mother there in Ramdaspatna, and we stayed there.
So where did you go to school?
I went to Sacred Heart.
How was school?
Our school was too good. We really enjoyed. I had very good friends. I remember my sisters and all used to teach. Those sisters, we had a get together. I went and met them. I met all the nuns. I used to keep going there. Even one of my principal who was here in St. Mary's, Sister Julia, she used to go and meet Sister Flavian. Sister Flavian has come to my house. I have visited. So she was a managing committee member also, sister. With the missionaries, I was very close. With the fathers, Loyola fathers, even the XLRI fathers. I studied that, did my B.Ed. So I was very close to all of them because I was a student. So they used to come home, visit my mother. Father Hess used to come. Father Arroyo used to come. Now he is in Philadelphia.
Ma'am, you said after partition, your father called a lot of people or helped a lot of
people to come and settle in Jamshedpur.
So did he ever tell you that he saw something that he couldn't forget, or did he ever visited the refugee camps or
No, he had a refugee card. My father's refugee card is with me.
okay,
He has a card. I'm having that card.
okay.
बट रेफ्यूजी कार्ड के बारे में मैंने हमको मिला उनकी डेथ के बाद में दिट वाज लाइंग इन माई मदर्स कबर्ड आई सेड दिस इज माई फादर्स रेफ्यूजी कार्ड हाउ कम बट दे डिडंट गेट दे हैड सम लैंड इन पंजाब दैट इज रोपड़ so after my father's death my uncle was the DSP he helped my mother to go and sell that land there because none of our brothers sisters would go to Punjab now so they all are settled down here so he helped him and she got the money and she came back my uncle helped her not when my father was there but he was a refugee and that I've seen his card he was a refugee from Pakistan but he didn't get any benefits out of it. She told my mama that she didn't get any benefits. He could get, but he did not because he had sufficient.
Ma'am, so do you know anything about people who had refugee cards and how it worked? Like what benefits the people used to get through that card?
नहीं मालूम हमको बिकॉज हमें देखी थी ना कार्ड आफ्टर माई मदर फादर्स डेथ सो आई आस्क्ड माई मदर कि कार्ड बोलती हाँ तेरे फादर का रिफ्यूजी कार्ड था तो वो उसमें ना उस आई थिंक उस कार्ड पर भी हम लोग को जो लैंड हम लोग छोड़े थे ना पाकिस्तान में उसके बदले में रोपड़ में मिला था जगह तो फिर रोपड़ का जगह क्या करेंगे विल नॉट गो टू पंजाब सो देन शी वेंट एंड सोल्ड माई मदर वेंट विद माई uncle who was a DSP I told you na Pathankot he went and he got it sold there she went personally because her signature would be necessary he sold that
And you said your parents also visited their house in Pakistan.
after partition
How was that experience?
she said nothing was there it was just a playground lying there कुछ नहीं था सब टूट टाट के था एकदम there was nothing we could not then but we could calculated that a house would be here they just calculated that घर यहाँ पर था हम लोगों का but कुछ नहीं था एकदम प्ले मैंने टूट गया था पूरा they had broken it
Even the mohalla changed completely.
हाँ
There was
चेंज
no mohalla.
नो मोहल्ला
Okay.
बोली मम्मी बताई थी हमको मैं गई थी वहाँ कुछ नहीं था she had told us so many clothes she had big trunks she said हम इतना कपड़ा रखे थे nothing no trunk nothing no I said walls all were broken so they must have taken away everything what they left there and they came तो बाद में तो तोड़ा ताड़ी किया होगा ना लोगों ने they must have broken it and whatever they got it वो तो लूट मार हो जाता ना once people leave that place and no more they are so naturally they made use of that
So in which year did your parents visit Pakistan?
that I do not know I think so वो मुझे नहीं याद but she told me after partition not before partition
Was it 50s or 60s?
मेरे को नहीं याद लेकिन she told me mentioned me my mother कि हम लोग गए थे तो पूरा ख़त्म हो गया था सब चीज़ nothing was there they wanted to visit their land ना homeland where they but कुछ नहीं था बोले एकदम खाली था
Any particular poem or song that your mother used to sing, or something from Pakistan, any culture that she brought with her?
नहीं ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं याद हम बोले ना प्रेयर में शी वॉज वेरी मच अटैच टू प्रेयर्स होली बुक्स एंड ऑल शी यूज्ड टू रीड रिलीजियस शी वॉज वेरी रिलीजियस
Ma'am, so how was your life in Jamshedpur?
My life, I am happy. I was teaching in St. Mary's. My mother used to say कि she told fathers, कि that ये तो घर को समझती नहीं घर है. She thinks school. तो आप एक तो कमरा दे दीजिए यहीं पर रह जाएगा स्कूल में. बोला नहीं माता जी. She is a very nice girl. We are very proud of parents जो कितना अच्छा बच्चा को जन्म दिया और हम लोग को she is serving us. That they used to say. We are very proud of your parents. As I used to feel happy. If anybody praised my parents, nothing like it. And they were like that. They had to be given praise. Too good they were.
So in 1984 riots happened.
हाँ
Do you have any memory of?
हाँ 84 riots, that is those Muslim people staying near a house above. My father got all of them and he kept them on the terrace. And Mama used to tell my mother cook food. come on, feed them. They were scared of staying there that the Hindus might attack them. नहीं 84 का राइट
84 ਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਅਦੇਪੁਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਇੰਦਰਾ ਗਾਂधी
हाँ इंदिरा गांधी नहीं वो पहले का था हमको लगता 71 में ना हाँ 71 में मैं मुस्लिम्स माई डैडी गेव प्रोटेक्शन टू देम इन माई हाउस सब कुल
अच्छा 71 में क्या हुआ था ना?
73 I remember, not 71.
Okay.
73 they were right with the
Muslim, and my elder brother was, and my dad used to sit outside with all his people, friends, and coming, and they used to talk about कि how, and these people were there on the terrace. तो आपको कुछ नहीं होने दूंगा मैं. I am here ना, so I will take care of you all. I'll protect you all. वो सब आदमी लोगों को ला के रखा and used to give them food and all everything. Used to tell my mother, you make, come on. My mother was always making, cooking and feeding them.
Really amazing.
हाँ.
So what about, do you remember anything about 84?
84 वो जो हुआ था ना इस
Indira Gandhi.
इंदिरा गांधी का हाँ that time we heard that the way they were tires and all they were thrown on the tires, they put tires and they burnt them and all. I used to see on the TV and all, but हम लोग के यहाँ पर we did not have much problem here, but Aditpur में little bit was there, but there in Delhi and all over it was too much, and we were getting scared of going out of the house, because you never know, na, because they know we are Sikh family, so they might attack us, but nothing of that sort happened. And my mother was also not there. Now my brother was there, my mother was there, my father was not there. My father expired in 1971, and my elder brother, he was just 36. He expired in 1970. He had a brain hemorrhage. He was very good in English and all, very good, highly qualified, and used to have those Kaisers were there here, so he used to take up job there with the Kaisers. He made a lot of money with the Kaisers. My brother, elder brother.
Can you tell me something about the company, Kaiser?
Kaiser, my brother was attached to them, so he used to give his trucks and all there, and he used to get made money. That's what my mother said, that my son is doing very good job with the Kaisers. They were very good Kaiser people who came here. They were very good people. A lot of business they gave to my brother.
So, can you tell us about the company, Kaiser? What was the company's role? What they used to manufacture or do in Jamshedpur?
No, they used to take our bike
is the Tata
with the Tata company. Infrastructure.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, ma'am, were you working in 1984?
84. Yes, I joined in 79. So I was there. In school I was.
So, for how long did your work stop or something, like you have to take off from working, did something like that?
No, nothing of that sort. When the school reopened, I went. When the school was running, I used to go. Because I knew my brothers were all very daring. So nobody could do anything to us. And
So, even in the city, the schools weren't shut.
I think so for a certain time. When it was shut, we were at home. Others, once they opened, we went.
Okay.
We could not see to the children suffering. Na? We don't go miss the children. I was not safe. I was never scared. Even I am not scared today also. Anything happens, I am a very daring person. And nothing happens. I know that God is there to protect us. I will not. I believe a lot in God. I have a lot of faith in God.
So, was 1984 covered in the media?
They used to show us now that Indira Gandhi is shot by that Sardar, and they are traitors to the country and all whatnot. And the people, they took revenge with the Sikh people. So many of them were killed. Many known people were killed during that riot. My sisters and all were in Delhi. They also said we did not go out of the. Three of my sisters are in Delhi. Brothers went in 2000, and elder brother. So my sisters were there. My Masi was there in Delhi. In Narayana she was. My other sisters, they were in Rajuri Garden. So they said that they were safe. We used to ring them up and ask them, you all are safe now, you are not going out. Don't go at all, Baba. We no need of business and all. Life is there, everything is there. My mother used to speak to my sisters. She used to tell them, nahi jarurat, kuch nahi. We are having enough. We will give help, but don't go out of the house. You never know, no? They'll take a revenge. They might. They used to come, shout and all, you know. My sister, she was staying upstairs and she used to say, I used to see people all in a group, they used to come and they shouting, you know. But she never came out of the house. You know, other sister, my other sister's father-in-law, he was a naval commander chief. So he was also very particular. He never allowed his children to go out. Business doesn't matter if it doesn't run, doesn't matter, but life is important now. They took care of them.
So the final question, in your opinion, what do you think? Was 1947 partition a right thing that happened?
No,
Or do you, okay,
it was not right.
why so?
Why? For a certain reason, for certain petty things that they went to go for division of the country, Pakistan and India, that is made, we could have lived together. What was the problem? My fathers did not have any problem. They never dreamt, I told you, that Pakistan, India alag ho jayega. Never. They could not even imagine that such a thing would take place. तो रहता Punjab only, na? Punjab. They didn't want to see that partition. बचपन से वो लोग जो देखे हैं तो they could not bear up कि क्यों ऐसा हुआ, नाजायज़ हुआ, गलत हुआ. My mother always used to say, गलत हुआ जो पाकिस्तान एंड इंडिया पर, बिकॉज दे लॉस्ट देयर पीपल ऑल्सो ना. ये नहीं होता तो दे वुड नॉट हैव लॉस्ट, माई फादर वुड नॉट हैव लॉस्ट हिज नेफ्यू. आते जाते रहते थे वो लोग, पार्टीशन से पहले आते जाते मिलते रहते थे, बट ड्यूरिंग द टाइम दे वे हियर. जब पार्टीशन हुआ तब इधर थे. डैडी डिड नॉट गो.
How old was your father's nephew when the thing happened?
उसका नेफ्यू हमको तो याद नहीं, बड़ा जड़ेगा सी ना, जिंदी वीर जी से बड़ा जो थे उनको मार के भेजे थे. वो तो हमको नहीं याद, बिकॉज बट दैट व्हाट मम्मी हैड टोल्ड मी दैट योर फादर वाज वेरी अपसेट व्हेन यू इतना बहुत नजायज़ किया जो कि मार के भेजे हैं. अरे कोई हैं.
Was he a kid in his teens?
नो नो, ही वॉज ग्रोन अप, ही वॉज ग्रोन अप, ही वॉज ग्रोन अप. आई थिंक सो बोली थी कितना, सम 25 साल का था ना, कितना जवान लड़का था, जवान था. बोली जवान बेटा को हम लोग को टुकड़ा करके भेजा. दैट वॉज टू मच फॉर हर टू डाइजेस्ट. इवन फॉर माई फादर, ही वॉज वेरी अपसेट.
And they sent the body to Jamshedpur?
हाँ, दे सेंट इट इन द ट्रेन.
Oh my God,
बोले
then
ट्रेन.
someone they knew must have done it.
नहीं, so many bodies had come, full train was there, all with dead bodies cut into pieces.
Came to Jamshedpur.
They came to Jamshedpur, and then my father went and recognized his nephew, and he brought him home, and this thing, and then they went and did the cremation. My daddy went to the station, to the railway station. बोलती हम लोग को पता लगा कि ट्रेन गाड़ कर, तो हम लोग को भी डर था ना कि हम लोग के बच्चे भी वहाँ पर हैं. मैंने, मेरा बड़े जेठ का बेटा है, तो उनको खबर मिला था वहाँ पाकिस्तान से दैट दे आर किलिंग पीपल. सो माई डैडी वेंट, दे सेड कि पीपल आर कमिंग, ट्रेन आ रही हैं, मैंने ट्रेन्स आर कमिंग, सो लेट अस गो. ही वेंट एंड सॉ हिज नेफ्यू, ही रिकग्नाइज्ड हिज नेफ्यू. उसको बॉडी को लेके आए, घर में ला के फिर किए. बोलती मम्मी बोली संस्कार किए फिर हम लोग.
So he was like a full train.
Full train
full
was
of dead bodies.
all dead bodies, and not dead ki just ऐसे like cut into pieces. That's what my mother said. She has seen the body of her जेठ का बेटा को, देखी ना बॉडी, वो बोलती काट के भेजा लोगों, 2 टुकड़ा करके भेजा.
So at that time they used to go to station
Every day they used to go and see कि हम लोग का कोई तो नहीं आया पाकिस्तान से, हम लोग के अपने. He used to go, my father used to go. And then he recognized his nephew. मेरे बोले नहीं मेरा बच्चा है. Then he brought, my डैडी का elder brother did not go. बोले नहीं हम लोग को तो वही, इनके डैडी का अपना फैमिली में तो वही था बच्चा वहाँ पर. So they used to go and find out कि whether he has come or not. He used to go, went and searched and brought his body. बहुत नजायज़, माई मदर से ना बहुत नजायज़ किया उन्होंने. ये गलत था. बोले लोग अपने सीट के लिए लड़ मर रहे थे, एंड ये सब हुआ. हम लोग के मैंने कॉमन पीपल वी सफर्ड. वी वे कॉमन पीपल ना, पॉलिटिशियंस, बिकॉज ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स ऑल दिस हैपेंड. मैं मतलब अपना सीट के लिए लोग मर रहे थे कि मैं बड़ा बनूँ, मैं उसके लिए. मैंने ह्यूमन बींग्स, वाई शुड दे सफ़र एट देयर कॉस्ट फॉर देयर सीट. हम लोग के साथ क्यों नाजायज़ हुआ? शी यूज्ड टू हैव लॉट ऑफ फीलिंग, शी यूज्ड टू फील बैड अबाउट इट.
So, did your father tell you something else about what you observed in the when you used to go to railway station?
हाँ, नहीं वो सब तो नहीं मैं पूछी, मैं छोटी थी ना,
जी
तो मैं बाद में मम्मी भी बताती थी हमको कि तुम्हारा ताया का बेटा को ऐसा मार के टुकड़ा करके भेजे। एंड उसका छोटा ब्रदर यहाँ था, तो घर के पीछे में एक घर था उनका, सो वी यूज्ड टू गो प्ले, कम एंड गो, दे यूज्ड टू कम एंड गो ना टू आवर हाउस।
and how was the atmosphere in Jamshedpur in 47? Did you ever
नहीं हम तो फॉर्न इन 52।
did your mother ever share it with
हाँ।
you
नहीं बोलती बहुत अच्छा नहीं था, खौफ था हम लोग में
in
कि
47?
47 हाँ, जब पार्टीशन हुआ ट्रेना भर भर के आती थी, एकदम दिल एकदम ढलकता था कि पता नहीं अभी क्या होने वाला, फैमिली में कौन किसको मार के भेजेगा कोई, दैट खौफ था हमको।
About Jamshedpur, she is like,
हाँ जमशेदपुर था ना, शी वॉज वरीड ना मम्मी की पता नहीं केड़ी ट्रेन आएगी, उसमें कौन आएगा, किसको मार के भेजेंगे वो लोग। जैसे मम्मी बताती थी, दैट ओनली आई रिमेंबर।
जी
हाँ तो मैं तो छोटी थी ना, आई डिड नॉट, माई एल्डर सिस्टर्स होती तो वो लोग और भी पता, मम्मी डैडी तो ज़्यादा शेयर किए होते हैं उनके साथ में, दे वे एल्डर टू मी, वन ऑफ माई सिस्टर शी वॉज नियरिंग, बहन जी ऑल्सो माई सिस्टर, उसका मदर इन लॉ, शी न्यू लॉट्स बिकॉज शी वॉज एल्डेस्ट डॉटर ना। माई ब्रदर वॉज बॉर्न इन 33 एंड शी वॉज बॉर्न 5 years आफ्टर, 37 में शी वॉज बॉर्न। इनका जो मदर इन लॉ थी, उनका मदर, so she would know lots, she would know lots.
how
Huh?
many brothers, sisters? Family, how many brothers, sisters?
Huh? Me?
yes, yes.
I told her 5 brothers, 6 sisters.
So they were all born in Jamshedpur.
All born in Jamshedpur. Nobody in Pakistan.
So where are they
हाँ?
settling now?
बोले मम्मा जी तो
नहीं यहाँ बॉर्न हुआ 33 में, 27 मम्मी यहीं बोली यहाँ बॉर्न हुआ है।
अच्छा,
30
ये
ये लोगों को ले जाती थी, बच्चों को ले जाती थी घुमाने के लिए, शी यूज्ड टू टेक, दे शुड नॉट लीव हर चिल्ड्रन एंड गो ना, व्हेनेवर दे वेंटेड, बट शी सेड वी नेवर हैड अ ड्रीम कि इस तरह का सिचुएशन होगा कभी, माने हिंदुस्तान का बंटवारा हो जाएगा, पाकिस्तान बन जाएगा, हम लोगों ने कभी ड्रीम भी नहीं किया था। So they would have brought all the things on them. Nothing, everything they left there and came.
Yes. So where are your brothers and sisters?
My brothers, I lost 3 of my brothers. Eldest one, he was 36. He had a brain hemorrhage. Then another one, second brother, he was carrying some money with him and somebody shot him near Beldichar school. And third brother, he had a massive heart attack. He was about 50 years old. Other brother, one was 36, another was 37, the one who was shot. And then 2 brothers are there. One, he was in America for 25 years. Now he is settled in Gurgaon there. His son is there in America. And daughter is also, one daughter is there, he's got her married. My other brother, they had a house in Circuit House, 2 Circuit House area. So they sold it off this, their terrace is still there in his hand, and now they're settled in Gurgaon. Very big house they have got. He has got 3 daughters. And my elder brother, he has got, and subse eldest brother, he had 2 sons. One is in America, he expired there. He also had a heart attack. And the younger one is here in Circuit House. He's putting up there. Thank you so much. Thank you. I do not know what whatever came to my, whatever I knew, I spoke out.